even if you lived in Stockholm,
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I wasn't even there. I was more like, where was I? Like between Stockholm and Clapham Junction.
Yeah.
So you see there's that whole road. Wandsworth Road. Yeah.
Wandsworth Road. Yeah.
Bro.
G Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro.
So I'll tell you this, yeah.
No, I wasn't particularly G Street though.
Yeah.
I think there was that Larkle Park.
Yeah.
That football pitch there.
That's what we
But that
call
was
them.
like a period. As
Yeah.
I said, my brethren used to live there. A couple of guys that lived there.
The only safe spot during them periods was walking on main road.
Bro.
So you never, even though I lived in Stockholm, I won't cut through any of the back roads.
Yeah.
So if let's say I was going station, I would literally come up from my bit, walk all the way down Stockholm Road. If I was going to Clapham North and I was, let's say, on main Stockholm, even though I know shortcuts to cut through, I will stay on the main road. Because main road, you could at least see where the hyenas come from.
Yeah, you can see where the hyenas.
Yeah. Bro. But once you start doing zigzag,
I used to go to the barbers. Now the best barbers were over the bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to go to Shapes. So it was called Shapes. It was next to Larkle Park.
Yeah.
But
what was that? That was Shapes 2 or Shapes 3?
I don't know, but because
the other Shapes,
majority of them were Ghanaian.
Yeah, the other Shapes was the one across from
PFC.
Stockholm Station.
Okay, no, not that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wasn't that. There was on the other side.
Yeah.
More Wandsworth Road. Was it? Yeah, Wandsworth Road.
Yeah.
But now, the beef was so active. We used to. Well, I used to go to the barber shop with my brethren at 9 o'clock. Like near
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Because I'm thinking. I'm sure these hyenas can sleep, you know.
9 a.m.
Sure
No, man,
9 a.m.
brother.
But to be honest,
but hear the joke. Yeah, it was that bad. But hear the joke. People were still active.
It was active. No, but
people
you know, I
were still
realized.
active. No, people were still active at 9
Yeah,
a.m.
they had day and night shift, guys. They had day and night shift hyenas, you know. Bro, it was active. But you know what, yeah? I realized actually going to the barbers early is cool anyways, because then you get your trim, then you get out. Do you know what I'm saying? But when I went, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? The hyenas could be around.
So what was it like though, living that time period? So basically, you knowing that you're in the beef just because of the area you're born
I'm not in the beef.
But if you get caught, just because you're from that area, you're technically part of the beef just because you live there.
But he's not from that area. That's the thing.
What do you mean? My brethren's from that area. I only went because I thought, okay, cool.
That you're
you know
cool,
when you're
man, from
growing
there.
up, like, it's just, you see when you're young, you kind of end up just chilling with different people. You're kind of trying to understand.
Example,
who
it's
to
like
chill
what
with type of thing.
I was telling you.
If you're looking for an event space with a wow factor, then Venue 254 is the perfect fit for you. Whether you're putting together a birthday celebration, a bridal shower, a conference, or a live event, this space is guaranteed to wow your guests. With details and finishes done to high standards, you don't need to do much to make the space feel beautiful. This venue also comes fully equipped with a sound system and aircon to make sure you and your guests have the best experience. It has the capacity for up to 200 people standing and 70 when seated. It's located in East London, and yes, there is parking available nearby. So if you want to make your next event memorable and stress-free, then contact Venue 254 to book.
The other day, like me and Large are like this. Remember, I've known them lot from kids.
Yeah.
But hear the joke. Between the time of all this that he's talking about to about 2013, I'm talking from about 98 to 2013. I never used to hang with them lot.
Yeah.
I'll see them across the road.
Why is it? Because he's from a different...
Because he's from across the road. You get me? But them days, every part of Stockholm
had different beef with different people.
It wasn't even just Stockwell, Clapham Junction.
It was wild. It was everywhere. It was so close to each other.
Like,
but I just knew there were certain men on that side, even though, let's say like there's 30 men there.
Yeah.
Me and 27 are cool.
Yeah.
3
but
man,
that 3 would be there. That 3 would be what you tried to do. The game.
What do you mean?
You see how you tried to disturb me over there?
What happened?
I tried to cause you trouble. And then you tried to swindle him for the trouble. Nah, but I'm not. Okay, on the road thing, it'll be them 3 man that can cause a serious effect in the whole group.
In the whole group.
You know,
it will change the element.
And this is their loyalty. This is like the loyalty that they thought they had with each other. But
so would you say that you wasn't ever involved in gangs then?
No. I just knew members. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so
I was calm.
okay, so as you said, you was from Pimlico, which was technically a nicer side than the other side of the bridge. So the bit of the part where when Simba and Mufasa was on the bridge on the cliff, and he said you don't go there.
Don't go there. That was that's a very.
So you kind of knew not to go there.
Okay.
But I have a question for you now.
Why
You kind
did I
of
go
knew
there?
not to go there. But what was the curiosity that makes someone that lives in Pimlico, who's doing okay on that side of the bridge,
Remember
over?
he said earlier, if you're associated to the troublemakers from there, example, my school was over the bridge.
Yes.
My school was known for going
My
to Pimlico to go
No,
rob.
no, beef,
Pimlico
no.
go rob.
You guys, we had one guy. This is it. We had one guy at our school who was cool with Tennyson, man. He was also
He was
his age.
It always has to be No,
Another ringer.
usually that. There's always one guy who's very.
But the thing is, he was cool with them. Yeah. Remember, our beef, the school, the beef, like how everyone had like a school beef. My school was a mixed school.
Okay.
Our beef was with a all boys school.
Yeah.
So sometimes we need,
You need as much support.
So where this guy who knew the Marvel characters, the Titans, Tennyson Titans, that's what we call them.
No, Tennyson
Titans.
They were
come to the
notorious
school
for that.
they come to the school.
What time your school closed? 2:50, innit?
No, back then, like 3:30 or something.
You know,
I don't know.
You know when I used to go Tennyson's, every school within a mile used to close 20-30 minutes before us.
Okay.
Give them a head start.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Go home quickly before we release the Tennyson Titans.
Yeah, they gave them a head start.
That's where it is. Bro, this them man there. You know what?
Get a job done.
It was Tennyson man looked so scary that even if I tried to call my dad to come and pick one up from school, even though there was no mobile phones or whatever,
even decline the call still.
Bro, I can't lie.
Even decline the call.
You're on your own, yes. You're on your own.
But that would come say, hey,
bro,
is it even guys that they're even my age?
Have you seen the playground?
What?
Tennyson's. The playground is only like 4 times the size of this with 500 man.
What do you mean?
Yeah, 500.
The
playground is
sardines.
Brother, the playground was so tiny. Every day was a fight. Every day was a fight. There was even times here. I'll tell you the funniest times here when we had like year groups here. Like every year would fight every year in the playground. So you'd beat in year 7s when you're year 9. Year 11s are trying to clout you. There's 3 of you. It's coffee. Like literally,
you haven't told us why
playground.
you decided to go to where Mufasa told you not to enter.
But there we go. As I said, the guy that knew the Tennyson guys, when they came to the school
to cause havoc,
he came out, not even cause havoc, but I think he came to kind of recruit more army members for the school that was beefing. So when he came and he's spotting all of them, we're like, hey, we have the Tennyson Titans, bro. Then I realized, okay, he's actually cool with Bear. And there was another guy in my class who was he was just very calm guy. Like, them guys that you just don't expect anything from him. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? I remember back in the day, guys always used to wear green bandanas. Let me not say. Let me just say white bandana. Anyways, they come.
Some of them are probably watching this.
I know, and they're gonna be like, "This guy better be talking nice."
They're probably gonna watch us laughing.
No. Anyways, they used to come to the school. Green bandanas. I saw hella green bandanas. I said, "Hey, where's the Tennyson Titans?" But anyways, they come, and this guy that was in my class, as I said, if you see this guy, you would never think, but he's from the ends. But he's just...
Ends is in Pimlico across the bridge?
He's from that end,
like Stockwell kind of...
Yeah, I don't know.
Brixton,
He's from there, but he's just like, the most civilian, he's so civilian. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember he's walking, and we've got this long strip before you come out the gates, and we were watching him from far. You know, you can just see
tumbleweed was rolling.
You can just see the zebra just walking towards the lions. I'm thinking, oh my days, certain man are trying to call him. Hey, come. Hey, where you going? Where you going? He went outside. And I thought that was it. You know when you dash bread and the pigeons just like this, you know what happened? My man went up and I just see boom. Boom. I said, hey, this is my friend as well. Brother, he left in peace. The next man is just calling us. The man, them, his veterans. Me, I'm there. He said, the man, I call this louder, man. They've come to rob, man, like certain man. So yeah, come.
Yeah.
I'm walking. I'm just holding on to it. Hello, hello. These bandanas are looking fine. Are you guys doing well?
No, but
Do you need wings?
Hey,
I said, do you need wings,
bro?
bro?